Sonny. Welcome to Africa 54. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, Esther, and sporty greetings.
Sporty greetings to you, Sonny. So let's begin with, your journey in sports. And a lot of people in Africa know you, they hear about you, they're probably surprised you're leaving. Now, tell us about your trips in Africa, what the coverage was like. Give us a bit of the highlights on your coverage of, sports in the continent.
One of my big highlights was my very first trip to Africa back in 2001. I went to Ghana, which is currently hosting the African Games, and I covered a World Cup qualifying match between Ghana and Nigeria, a sellout crowd in Accra. And I also covered a youth charity football match, which was a highlight. But if we go forward to 2010, I traveled to South Africa, which was the first African country to host a FIFA World Cup. And that was a great tournament, my first time in South Africa. And just recently, I should mention, I know you were chatting with Eddie Rwema on the show earlier. I traveled to Rwanda with Eddie in 2022 for Basketball Africa League coverage, and that was a big highlight. Eddie was a wonderful guide.
Tell us about some of the favorite interviews that you did while on the continent.
Well, 2018, I was back in South Africa for the NBA Africa game in Johannesburg, and two of the big giants in basketball were there, Dikembe Mutombo from the Democratic Republic of Congo and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The short interview I did with Kareem, I don't think I've ever held a microphone higher, Esther, trying to get his comments. But that was definitely one of my favorite interviews with Kareem. And there have been others that just really leave me with good feelings.
I'm going to ask you twin questions here because of time. What about your interactions with listeners and viewers? How has that been? And also tell us your most memorable moment right here at the Voice of America.
One of my favorite interactions with listeners, I was visiting a VOA affiliate station in Nigeria, and this young staffer at the station, he had my voice down perfectly. He did a perfect impersonation, which was kind of odd, but he was spot on. And here at VOA, one of my great moments was when Smokin' Joe Frazier, the former world heavyweight champion, came to VOA. This was about 20 years ago, and I had a chance to interview him. He was one of my boyhood heroes, so that was a great moment.
Sonny, kick that ball. Sonny Young, thank you so much. The energy, we're going to miss you a lot. Sonny Young.